Jack, hey, I wanted to get back to you about the question you had in class. So real quick, let's just take a look at it. It was negative 25 to the 3/2 power. Okay. Remember, there were a couple of things. I did it one way and you did it the other way. So what you did was perfectly correct. So negative 25 cubed, and then we took the square root of that is the way that you work this problem. So negative 25 cubed. So real quick, that's what, 25 times 25 times 25. 1115625. So this was negative 15625, and we then need to take the square root of that. When we take the square root of that, we're going to get 125i, because the square root of 15,625 is 125, square root of negative 1 is I. What I suggested that I always do is I take the root first. So I take the square root of negative 25 and then cube it. So the square root of negative 25 is 5i. When you cube that, you get 125i cubed, but I cubed equal negative I. So this is negative 125i. So that was the seeming conflict that you and I got on this. But so in case if this showed up on a test, I would probably take either one of these answers because you did the correct things. But beyond the scope of this class, and I thank you for pointing it out to me, is from the very beginning, when I have negative 25 and I take the square root of it and cube it. When I take the square root, I'm going to get a complex number, but there are two complex numbers that make this true. So really it's going to be 5i and negative 5i, okay? Because when I square both of these numbers, this gives me negative 25, and when I square this number, this also gives me negative 25. So there were really two solutions. So when I get to this, and I'm going to cube it, what I really have to do is I have to cube 5i, and I have to cube, sorry about that, and I have to cube negative 5i. So negative 5i. Both of those have to be cubed. So you're going to get two answers. In this case, you're going to get 125i cubed, so you get negative 125i. And in this case, you'll get 125i. So you will get both of those solutions. So anyway, what's in red here is beyond the scope of what we're doing in the class. You took one route. I took the square root and then cubed it. You cubed it and take the square root. We got different answers. I would consider both of those answers correct, because to get both answers and to explain how we get both answers is beyond the scope of the class. But anyway, you're okay with what you did on that, and this is probably a level of complexity, a little bit harder problem for what we're doing. So anyway, I hope that helps, but let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, sir.